Hello, Johnson.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thanks. I think you're an early bird.
Okay.
Well, in the meantime, let me share my screen with you and see if you can see the press. Soon as she allows me to, I can share the screen.
I feel like we have a secret over here, and the basketballs are sinking too.
Hi, Nikki.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, good and you?
Can't complain. Let me put my video on. I want
Yes,
to.
also, there we go.
I'm in a hiding in a conference room.
Hi. Are you well?
I'm very well, thanks. We're busy. I don't know if we're busy making money, but we're busy.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. As long as something is happening.
Exactly.
As
Well,
long
these
as
things
there's
happening for sure.
nothing happening. Good.
Would you be able to give me the control so that I can do share screen and just see if the presentation, which is in a PDF, we do the training of the fact sheet so that it's standardized.
Yes, no problem. Just looking here quickly, make host. Okay, so you are host now. Okay, you should be able to screen share and make sure that everything is
Maybe I should close my. This is the one. Let's see how it looks, and you can give me an idea of how it looks. Let me go to the top. So,
perfect.
are you able to see all the images?
Yes, we can. Yeah, I can see it. It's the presentation. Yeah, perfect. Do you have a video, or it's just because if you have a video, then we must just, okay, cool. Now I just want to make sure that
Well,
if
I've let that ship sail. I've let that ship sail. It never works.
Fine. No, it's beautiful. No, this is beautiful. It's just getting the sound working at that moment, you know, in time. So we'd rather get it prepared.
So what I will do is I'll send you all the YouTube link to share with the consultants afterwards, and they can enjoy the video with all the sound, because whether it's Zoom or Teams, it never works 100% for some or other reason.
Absolutely. Are you at Zimbali at the moment, or where are you based?
I'm actually based in Cape Town, so I travel. Wow. You pre-COVID traveled between regions. I've only really started to travel again last November. So we had the opening of the Capital Zimbali and Nelspruit in November. Okay. So we did a launch, and then obviously in January we did the launch of Capital Zimbali. And then I travel to Meetings Africa next week. It's next week, right? Yes.
Okay, stunning. So busy schedule. busy.
It is, but as I said, busy. I'm not sure if we are making money, but I think it'll take a while for us all to recover to where we were pre.
Definitely. No, that's true. But we'll get there.
Zimbali is very good to us and good for us. And so we're very excited.
Yeah, no, I know the girls in the office also love selling Zimbali, and the agents obviously too, because we do the requests that the agents are asking for, you know. So it's definitely, yeah, but it would be nice to get an update. I haven't seen an updated actually presentation. I'm in sales, so I haven't. It's nice for me to see the product.
Product has changed quite a bit. There's still changes coming. We're actually doing it in phases, but I'll explain it as we go through the presentation.
Okay. I think let's just wait for
That's perfect. We still have 4 minutes. I can put on mute in the interim.
Yes, yeah. Can you hear the radio in the background? Yeah.
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure. The girls on the floor also went into training now. So yeah, there's no one that's going to join for now. It's training for, you know, they've got a Mauritius workshop in Cape Town, Joburg and Durban. And because of the cyclone, they had to cancel the Cape Town one today and move it to Friday. So some of the suppliers obviously can't make the Friday one in Cape Town. So some of them are popping into the office just to, you know, give the updates to the girls in the office at least. But yeah, sure.
It's crazy. It's like we don't have enough to navigate. COVID,
yeah,
COVID regulations, cyclones.
It's derailing
volcanic
people's
eruptions.
holidays. Workshops that haven't happened in 2 years, you know. No,
Crazy,
so it's, yeah, fun time.
You tell me when you think I should start.
Okay, no problem. I think let's wait for a few minutes though. What's the time?
But generally, you've also seen an uptake of inquiries and sales. I mean, I speak to Angie and I speak to Samantha and I speak to Trudy quite often. So it does look like it's generally more positive.
No, definitely. And South Africa in general has done really well for us. I mean, during COVID, even now still, I think people have just discovered our beautiful country, you know, and they're still discovering it. So it's definitely, and the thing is, yes, people want to travel, definitely, but you know, the expenditure is also, you know, some people would maybe say, okay, let's do local, you know, instead of going overseas or Mauritius or to the islands. But no, it's definitely picked up nicely. But
Well, you have couples that won't travel without their children anymore internationally, just for this fear of actually getting stuck somewhere. So if mom and dad or do breakaways, it actually makes more sense for them these days to keep it local. It's definitely for consideration for us when we travel, as a couple as well, personally.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, in South Africa, we're lucky that we live in a country that's so beautiful to explore and that we want to go travel in our own country.
I mean, all of us that went to Zimbali and saw how it looks now, we're all going back with our families. We're just obviously privileged enough to work for the company. The flights are quite expensive, but still, you know, if you want, you can. Those in Joburg can certainly drive down with their families, and I definitely want to take my kid. She'll go mad. She loves water, so she'll go mad. We'll probably have it in bed at 8 o'clock every night, but she'd be so tired of swimming and playing and.
Now, my brother and his wife has been to this property a few times, but I've never been. But they always come back raving because they do a weekend and it's a spa for wifey, and he goes play golf, and it's so they do a whole trip of it and they love it. It's stunning. So I'll have to go there one day with my own family.
Goes for sure.
Okay, let's see how many people. Okay, so we've got 8 people at the 9 people. So there's still people joining, 10. Okay, let's hold on for a few minutes though. I don't know how much time. Do you need the full hour?
Not at all. I think I need 20 minutes, if that. It's one hotel with 150 rooms.
Yeah, no, then rather let's wait just a few more minutes to get more, as many people as possible.
Nikki, in the meantime, hello,
Hi,
Johnson Naidu. I just need to know, you had a lovely Indian restaurant there before. Is it still there?
I'm afraid there's no Indian restaurant at the moment. So
you had one nice one there.
Yeah, they did. So when we go through the presentation, I'll show you who's the new. Our own restaurant is called Copper Restaurant, and obviously being in Durban, it does offer Indian cuisine on the buffet. So it has a range of different curries, but there's not a dedicated Indian restaurant. I'm afraid.
Sure. No, okay, fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, I know we used to come regularly to that, where the golf course is, the club there, used to be a restaurant there. It could
still be at the club, but it's not at the hotel. So remember, we as the hotel and the club, we run independently. So it's possible that the club still has the Indian restaurant. I can find out for you.
No, it's fine. No, the Indian restaurant used to be in the main hotel before.
Okay, there's no Indian restaurant.
Now the club, I know, that's separate. That's also nice.
Okay. Yeah, but you can definitely get a curry in the restaurant.
No, I'm not looking for curry. It's okay. Don't worry. Thanks.
What are you looking for, Johnson?
Hi.
What are you looking for?
No, I just wanted to know because you need to take people around, you know, they want to know where's a good Indian restaurant. Although Devon is the Indian town, but doesn't have much of a good Indian restaurants, unlike Johannesburg. you know.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Okay, so we
Um,
Hey.
So
What do
I'm
you
not
say?
an expert. I love Indian food, but I'm not an expert on what is a good Indian restaurant. I don't think I would qualify as a judge.
Shame. Okay, do you think we can start? There's about 20 people, and I think as you start, if there's more people joining, then we'll just take it from there. Is it fine?
Perfect.
Otherwise, keep
I will
people
start. I encourage everyone, even if it is a Zoom training session, if you have a question, even in the middle of the presentation, please put up your hand. I will answer all the questions. I'd like to keep it interactive than just speaking to a screen. There have been a lot of changes at Zimbali, so you might have a question. Don't forget it. Put your hand up. We can go through it. So I think welcome to the Capital Zimbali, which we purchased last July and started our refurbishment in August, and then actually unofficially opened on the 22nd of March with our first group buyout, and then officially opened on the 1st of December. Let me just see cursor. So I think we all know what the location is, but let me just reiterate how very, very close it is to the airport. It says 20 minutes on the map, 20 minutes, I would say, with a minibus or coach. It's definitely about 15 minutes by car. In terms of changes for access for those that have FIT guests, I always say, please remember that guests need gate access codes, which is SMS to them or emailed. Please make sure that you provide the guest details once the reservation is confirmed so that we can make sure that either the driver guide or they have the access codes to enter the estate. Just to reiterate the major attractions, as you know, it's on a golf estate, which is one of the champion 5-star signature golf courses. You can actually make bookings through our reception for the golf course. We do have our own allocation. We just prefer for FIT guests if they can settle directly with the golf estate. Otherwise, if it is a group, we're happy to bill that back to the hotel and settle it later on arrangement. We have a spa on house, a kids club, 4 pools, as you know, multiple restaurants, which I'll take you through, the lovely gardens and forests to walk through. There's tennis, squash, children's playground at the beach club, bird, butterfly, everything that you can think of in this lifestyle. There is a shuttle service that's on request, that's complimentary, that will take guests to the Belito Lifestyle Center, and that runs from 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock in the evening, and that's complimentary. So in terms of, we all know where it's located, in a beautiful Zimbali estate, great access to the Indian Ocean. Just remember, please rather use one of the hotel's 4 pools, because the Zimbali beach is not a swimming beach. I think it's important to go through the rooms and apartments, because when we initially contracted and we initially started our refurbishments, there was going to be 2-bedroom apartments. There are no 2-bedroom apartments. There are family suites that can convert into 2-bedroom options, which I will show you pictures of and take you through. So there's 150 rooms. There's an additional 96 rooms of owners, family homes, residential homes that we can bring into the stable that is actually used for rentals and furnished like Zimbali. So if you ever have a large group request that needs more than 150 rooms, please don't show it away. Talk to us. We can always just, on your behalf, get an additional 96 rooms to the capacity. So just to start, our entry-level rooms is our luxury rooms. They're about 43 square meters. They are the largest bulk of the inventory of our rooms. So they either have the sea facing or they're garden facing. So just so you know, that's the entry-level room category. We have about 103 of them. So just so you know what a big portion makes out. Some of the rooms are large enough to put in a roll-away bed for a child. So just to bring you to the Capital Child Policy, children under 12 Sharing in a room with an adult is complimentary. You don't pay for the cot, you don't pay for the rollaway bed, and you don't pay for breakfast. This is obviously limited to 2 children. So if there's a family with 18 children, they would need to book at least 9 rooms, just so that you know that they can accommodate all the children. That is an arrangement. You just simply say they are traveling with a child. Then you get to, this is a family suite. And I don't know, if you can see my cursive, maybe someone can just indicate yes or no. So family suite is a bedroom that leads into a lounge area with a tea, coffee making facility here to our right. It does not have a kitchenette in, and that is why it's not referred to as an apartment. Here you can comfortably, as you see, there's a sleeper couch, pull out. Children can sleep and share with parents comfortably with an ensuite bathroom. If there is another couple traveling with, this room can interlead into another room, but it has a separate entrance. So it's interleading with a connecting door, if there's any questions for that. So we have 10 of these family suites. We do have 1-bedroom apartments. So when you book an apartment, you must be very clear that you're looking for the 1-bedroom apartment with full kitchen, with oven, stove, and microwave. So many of these can also interlead into another luxury room, but it's not directly into an apartment. It is via an interconnecting door. Any questions yet? I don't see any hands raised. All good. Here you can get an idea of the lounge area and the refurbishments that have happened. At Zimbali, there's been a huge refurbishment, all hotel rooms, new beds, new carpets, new drapery, new decor all throughout. Then the ideal option for larger families that slightly want to be more independent is we have 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom options that are villa suites that is not attached to the main hotel. You get a golf cart to use that has fully equipped kitchen, spacious lounge, and dining room. We currently have 3 of them in our inventory that can either be 2 or 3-bedroom. This is not built in the API for Thompson's Holidays because there's not that much stock. So that would need to be on request. It is available for you. There is an SDO rate for it, just needs to be on request. And then also there are the presidential suites that can either be 2-bedroom or become a 5-bedroom option, or the penthouse that is a 2-bedroom option that can also become a 3-bedroom with a 3rd interleading bedroom. So as you can see, the decor and aesthetic has changed quite a bit. Then to go through all the offerings at Zimbali, we have the Copper Restaurant, which I will show you. The Club Lounge, where there's workstation and Zoom room. So it's quite interesting for those that mix business and pleasure. There are pods, which are totally soundproof, which you can have a private Zoom meeting in. There's Poison Ivy Lounge, which I will show you, which has its own, you can see at the back, cognac and whiskey bins for those that want to actually open a bin and store their alcohol there. There's the Mangwanani Signature Spa, which I showed you, which is now a new brand for Mangwanani. There's the golf course, there's Zimbali Country Club, there's a kids club, as we call it, at the beach club for children under the age of 5 or for over 5 that can have a childminder look after them. They have their own splash pool. There's complimentary parking for hotel guests and obviously 24-hour room service. So I think what Zimbali has always been famous for is that they have ample pools, 4 in total, 2, 3, 4 around the corner if you see, so ample space for everyone. We've added additional pool lounges so that you can't get disappointed. Everyone has a nice seat. And then obviously from Stingray, here you will be served. You can have a pool bar menu and you can lounge around the pool all day. So for Zimbali dining, we offer obviously our breakfast restaurant, which is Copper, which is open from 6 till 11, lunch and dinner with a 24-hour room service that's available. So those of you who know Old Zimbali, this was actually covered with a tent before. We took the tent out, made this deck area completely open with glass stackable doors that walk out onto a walkway. Copper is our own all-day dining restaurant. And we also managed to get the Homeowners Association to agree to actually get rid of some non-indigenous flora and cut it down so that you can see the ocean. This is Copper Restaurant, and this is the bar area at Copper. This is the club lounge as you enter the hotel, which I mentioned, which you can use for work and for play. Someone needs to catch up on emails. There's also option for them to sit, have a nice cup of coffee, link onto the complimentary internet and use that. This is Poison Ivy, which is, as I mentioned, our cognac and cigar bar, where you can sit with looking over sweeping views over the ocean, let your air down, maybe have a nice pre-dinner drink and a nibble, or you can have a nightcap before you go to bed. This is Stingray Cafe and Pool Bar, which I mentioned, which is there to make sure that all the guests lying on the pool have a nice pool bar menu to choose from now in summer when it's, as you know, quite hot in Durban. There's a nice smoothie selection to keep it fresh. And then obviously they make great refreshing alcohol cocktails for adults as well. There's a huge refurbishment for the spa area. So you have Mangonani Spa that's come in. You have either the option of doing a private treatment in one of the private treatment rooms, or you have the option of having poolside pedicures, manicures, back massages. I was lucky enough not too long ago to enjoy poolside service. And then we have Zimbali Beach Club and Milkwood Deli and Emporium, where there is a dedicated Bush Babies Beach Club, 7 days a week with its own kiddies restaurant, splash pool, place to play. It's really, really special. Then one of the restaurants that we have brought in, it's called Fire Room Sushi and Grill. I'm sure some of you that stay in Joburg might know it. It's quite a popular restaurant in Johannesburg and Pretoria, and this is their first KZN restaurant. I've dined in the restaurant. It's absolutely fabulous. And then we all know a Tom Welshkop design course for South African PGA and British Open Championships, which is actually happening again this March. Very excited to have an international championships. And those of you that do conferencing, please know that we do have conference facilities that have been completely refurbished for up to 700 delegates with multiple options. Also great, as you can imagine, if you have a big wedding that you want to do, we can do banqueting up to 500 with many, many breakaway options. And then we're going to go, for those that do want exciting weddings, this is the place to be. And that's basically the Capital Zimbali. Does anyone have questions? Everyone's so quiet.
It's beautiful. Really, really stunning. Thank you. Thank you, Nikki.
It really has taken the product where it needs to be. So in the second phase, we are adding more homes as more homeowners realize that I think Capital is a reputable hotel operator. More and more hotel owners or homeowners are actually approaching us to look after their homes, and we might actually buy a few more homes on the property as well. Yeah.
How popular are those villas, the three that you mentioned?
So we've actually just started refurbishing the one, and so we're selling the other one, and then we'll do the other one once the other one's finished, so that we make sure that we have stock. They're very popular. In fact, Thompson's Holidays booked it last weekend, both of them.
Okay, perfect. Stunning.
So it's very, very much there and happening, and we're actually buying 2 more. We're just waiting for the agreement to sell. What's nice is they have their own plunge pool as well. So if you have a family that
Mm.
really,
Oh, yes.
with older kids, it works really well, I think.
Okay, perfect.
And there's
Thank you.
easy access with your golf cart to get back to main hotel.
Yes, no, definitely. How's the occupancy at the moment? Is it, and also with Zimbali, is there certain times of the year that's busier than others, or?
I think you do have your conference months. So February, March, October, November are big conference months, which tends to be
When there's lots of conferences, does it affect the restaurants and, you know, with
not
the
at all,
guests
because
sitting
it's
out?
completely
Okay,
to the side. So if you
Okay.
actually look into this entrance now, the conference entrance is to your left-hand side. There's no, you can access it through main hotel, but it's around the corner.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
won't
and
have
we
to let us.
will, and very, very seldom, only if there's a hotel buyout, will we allow them to use main restaurant as an exclusive venue.
Okay.
It
all right.
cannot disrupt day-to-day trade.
Yes.
And I think also we want to make sure that it gets known and well known as a comfortable leisure destination. The upgrades to the spas and the restaurant quality is really, really good. Beach club with a kids club there, it's a no-brainer. You park your
Yes.
child mind and you go sit and have your drinks at the pool. And I mean, even the splash pool is ankle deep height, and there's child minders and a little pizza oven and a ice cream
Exciting.
emporium for them.
I mean,
So I think your kids will
entertainment's
ask you to go back.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
sure. That's funny.
it's
I think there's something in the chat. Sorry, Nikki. Oh, okay, no shame. They just said it looks lovely. Thank you, Nikki.
Thank
Okay, so I just wonder if there's anyone else that would like to ask questions. I think, Nikki, do you want to put your email address maybe in the comment box? Then they can also ask you for any questions if they have any. But obviously, if you guys have any inquiries, please come through to Thompson's. We've got amazing rates. And we, yeah, like Nikki said, we just made a lovely booking last week for those villas. But it's definitely a beautiful product and the girls love selling it. So thank you, Nikki. Thanks for the training.
Have a great day, everyone.
For all
Bye.
the updates. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.